1 of 65 shooting. She broke the record against USC Upstate behind the arc, shooting 100, a perfect 6 for 6 behind the line in that ball game. And for the Huskers this season, she's averaging 9.4 points per game, a big contributor for the Huskers. And on the other side of the ball, Maryland's Taylor Mikesell. She is third in the Big Ten in shooting this season, 43.3% on 43 of 104 shots behind the arc. She's known for hitting the three ball. In high school, she won the national three-point contest for three-pointers, and she's just been phenomenal this season, averaging 14.7 points per game.
Well, two of the Big Ten's top three-point shooters battling out tonight. It's definitely going to be a battle of the Taylors. Well, tip-off is just moments away. You're watching a BTN Plus. Good evening and welcome inside Pinnacle Bank Arena. I'm Allie Snow on the call tonight, and along with me is Dustin Stortzum. It's Light Up the Night themed here in Lincoln, Nebraska. Fans were given these glow stick wands just during the pregame. It's sure to be an electrifying night. But Dustin, let's take a look at the starting lineups for each team. The bench has been impressive on both sides, and most notably coming from the freshmen.
Yeah, you're definitely right. And off the bench, Sam Hybe coming into this game, 122nd in the country. Look out for her coming off the bench tonight.
All right, and tip-off is underway. Maryland will have the ball. Officiating tonight, Dee Cantner, Mark Zentz, and Gina Cross. Again, Kate Kane lost that tip right there. She's making her 45th consecutive start for Nebraska, the longest at Nebraska so far. And there's going to be a foul on the play on number 24, Taylor Kissinger, and number 24, Stephanie Jones will be at the line to shoot for Maryland. Jones nails that free throw to give Maryland a quick 3-0 lead.
Yeah, nice job there by Stephanie Jones with the back cut down low on the baseline. Was able to draw the foul and get the and one.
And Maryland going off into this kind of 1-2 press, they've really dominated throughout the season with that press, giving teams a lot of pressure, and Nebraska will need to be able to handle that, but a turnover on the play by O'Leary, and Maryland will have the ball down the court. Pass to the left-hand corner, and shots up by number 22, Blair Watson, but missed and rebounded by Shakira Austin, who has been dominant all season on the boards. And number 5, Kyla Charles, going to get that basket right there. And again, Maryland in the 1-2-2 press right now, giving Nebraska some pressure early on.
Yeah, Charles leading scorer on this team with 16.8 points per game, as she was able to get a nice look there on the elbow.
Taylor Mikesell with the ball now, dribbling up on that top hand key. She's been dominant, especially coming in and out of the bench. She started tonight.
That shot was up and no good there from Austin. Like I said, pregame, look for her to have a big game tonight.
And Shakira Austin's going to tell Taylor Mikesell to set it back up. Mikesell dribbles down the lane, right up, and just missed it. Whitesell will get the rebound, dribbling midcourt for the Huskers. And she's going to take it and take the jumper and just miss that one. Maryland has a quick 5-0 lead right now.
Yeah, Nebraska off to a slow start from the field, 0 for 2 so far.
Mikesell, a quick drive down that lane and just misses it. Nebraska's looking to push right here and get it down the floor in transition. And Kissinger with a wide open three. She nails that one. Maryland still up 5-3.
Allie, the battle of the Taylors tonight. Taylor Kissinger, number 1 scorer in the Big Ten behind the arc, gets it going early for the Huskers.
Yes, Kissinger starting off hot behind that arc, and that's what Nebraska needs to do all night. Shakira Austin is blocked by Kane. And mentioning Kate Kane, her 45th consecutive start for Nebraska. She's been absolutely dominant, and defensively, rebounding, blocking, and everything.
Yeah, no, she definitely is, and only a sophomore, and she already broke the record. That is pretty impressive there from Kate Kane, and a very underrated defender as well. But she's going to have a tough matchup tonight with Shakira Austin. Like we said pregame, she has 4 Big Ten Freshman of the Week on her so far this season.
Jones looks to drive but decides to kick it out. Lewis is going to take it up to that high post, and it's good. A good quick two-pointer. She's been kind of quiet for Maryland all season, but when she wants to have a good night, she'll have a good night, and we see her in this 1-2-2 trap again. Expect to see a lot from Maryland in this 1-2-2 trap. Whitish from the top of the key. Good for three. Nebraska trails 7-6.
Well, not sure if there was some miscommunication or what, but Hannah Whitish had a wide open look. Nobody was around her, and she's able to drain the three.
And Whitish a little quiet this season, but last season she was leading Nebraska in scoring and assists. And Jones gets that bucket right there.
Nebraska's got to tighten up defensively baseline. They've already given up 2 quick buckets down there.
Simon with the quick layup right down that right-hand side. She's also been a little quiet, but again, this Nebraska leadership, she started last season. Just that really has come in handy so far this season.
Well, right, and this team is so balanced anyways that they really don't have a big-time scorer on this team. Again, coming off the bench, Sam Heibley, she is the leading scorer for this team as she's about ready to check in here for the Huskers.
And we see Verbeek in now for the Huskers. And Kissinger just misses that one on the right-hand side. And it'll be Maryland's ball. We have some subs. Again, Hybe coming off that bench and Leah Brown, look for this bench to be explosive. Again, Nebraska has outscored opposing benches 457 to 205 for a plus 18 margin. Maryland needs to stop this bench squad.
And right, it's not like this lineup gets any worse with those two coming in. They're the 2 leading scorers for the Huskers this season, coming off the bench.
An aggressive drive by Lewis to extend the Maryland lead 11-8. Leah Brown at the top of the key looking to create some plays. Hybe's going to set it up. Hybe dribbles to that left-hand side, draws some contact, but no foul called. She gets her own rebound and looks to Kate Kane, Kayla Mershon is in now for the Huskers. She's fouled on the play. She'll go to the line.
Yeah, and just a great job there by Hybe to get that ball back after it's blocked, and then Mershon coming straight down the middle of the lane there, able to get the foul call.
Nebraska is in the white jerseys tonight. Maryland will be in the black and yellow jerseys. And Blair Watson is going to come into the game for Maryland. Austin's going to take a seat on the bench. Mershon makes that first free throw, and she'll make the second one. Lewis looking to set things up. She gets a high screen, is going to dribble to the left-hand corner. Back to the top of the key. Taylor Mikesell for 3, and it's good. And that is her shot, Dustin.
Yeah, Mikesell coming off the 3. If you give her that all night, she's just going to hit that one wide open shot as she creates space.
Hybe has it in the right-hand corner. Up to Whitish, who powers up a 3, and it's good. Whitish off to a hot start with 6 points already in this first quarter.
Well, Mikesell guarding her right there. She said, anything you can do, I can do better. She drains the 3 right back in her face.
Again, Whitish has been quiet this season, but, this is just motivation heading into Big Ten play. She was the leading scorer and leader in assists last season. And Mikesell, back-to-back 3s here. Mikesell already has single-digit points at 6 points. Hybe with an aggressive drive, but just misses the rim. And Maryland's going to look to push here. Lewis. Wow, Dustin. We are seeing a lot of three-point shooting. Lewis just nails that one for the Terrapins.
3 straight possessions for Maryland. 9 points, 3 for 3 from the arc. And the Huskers, they have to tighten up defensively around that 3-point line if they want a chance in this ballgame tonight.
Hybe again trying to create some movement, but dishes it out to Whitish, who hits that jumper in the left-hand corner. Whitish is off to a hot start with 8 points right now.
Here, you're talking about Whitish just a little bit ago, and maybe she has a little pressure on her. I mean, Hybe's been playing so good as her backup. Maybe she has a little pressure there.
And Charles is going to cut to the high post, but just misses that jumper. Nebraska gets the rebound.
Yeah, good look there, but just not able to find the bottom of the net.
Nebraska feeding it in to that low post, and an aggressive take up by Verbeek. She gets that basket. Maryland's up 20-17 right now early on in the first.
High-tempo ball game so far. This is really good basketball.
Yes, and Kyla Charles right there on the drive to give Maryland the bucket. A lot of scoring, a lot of fast-paced transition basketball that we're seeing in this first quarter.
Look for a lot of screens here on the top of the key for the Huskers as they get this offense going.
Hybe, another aggressive drive. She's going to go to the line for Nebraska. And we have some subs coming in. Notice Kate Kane will be checking in again. We're going to need to see her rebound, but Maryland leads this one right now 22-17. Again, fast-paced transition basketball that we're seeing right now. But let's just talk about these freshmen. Explosive off the bench, Dustin, but Nebraska leads this one. Maryland leads this one 22-17 with 2 minutes left in the first quarter. You are listening to BTN Plus. Women's college basketball on BTN Plus. I'm Allie Snow on the call, and beside me is Dustin Stortzum from Lincoln, Nebraska, as Maryland leads Nebraska 22-7 in this first quarter. Dustin, a fast-paced start on both sides. Hannah Whitish has been hot for Nebraska, but let's just talk about these freshmen here. They've made a lot of substitutes, both teams. Impressive bench.
Yeah, Sam Hybe, it all starts with her averaging 10.7 points per game. Coach Williams thought that she was a very underrated player in high school, and so far this season, she's definitely proved that.
And Kishinger looks to dribble out of the corner and sends it back up top to Eli Lee. Leah Brown feeds it to Kate Kane, who Taylor Kissinger gets that ball and powers it up, but misses it. Those are shots you need to make when you're in that paint.
Yeah, no, you're definitely right. You got to execute down low, and Nebraska kind of struggling so far.
And like we said, that fast-paced play that we're seeing, Kyla Charles gets it up the floor and gets that layup.
Let's see what Hybe does here. Early on, she's been driving in the paint, not having a lot of success as she turns it over again.
Hybe turned it over, but got the steal to redeem herself in an aggressive take and makes the layup.
Well, I don't know. She must have heard me right there after that turnover. Gets the ball back and gets to the lane nicely.
And it looks like there's going to be an offensive foul called on number 34, Brianna Frazier for Maryland. It'll be Nebraska ball.
Yeah, Frazier with the illegal screen right there. Couldn't quite get set. That'll be Husker basketball, and they need to take advantage of this down 5 early on.
And Maryland back in this one. Oh, it looks like they're going to call off the 1-2-2 press and go straight up man-to-man. Nebraska seemed to be handling that earlier on in the first quarter. Hybe hands it off to Eli Lee, who's going to dish it off to Kate Kane, sharing the ball. Kane gets her buckets.
Kate Kane, nice job down low. The Huskers are going to need a big game out of her if they want a chance today.
47 seconds left in this first quarter. A very fast play that we're seeing from both of these squads. And a turnover by Maryland. Eli Lee's going to push that ball and goes up strong and gets the layup.
You can tell the momentum in this stadium right now is starting to head in the Husker favor.
Yes, there's a decent crowd out tonight. Again, it's Light Up the Night themed here in Lincoln, Nebraska, and fans are loud cheering on this Nebraska squad with 15 seconds left in the first quarter. And Charles, an aggressive take to the basket. 4 seconds left. Hybe driving and dishes off to Kane, but can't quite connect. Maryland leads this one 26-23 at the end of the first quarter. Well, the story of this first quarter, Hannah Whitish, 8 points already for Nebraska. Aggressive takes all of this first quarter.
Yeah, she's been great in the point guard position. Huskers in a good position, just down 3.
Okay. Well, you are watching BTN Plus, more basketball to come. Women's college basketball on BTN Plus. I'm Allie Snow. Beside me is Dustin Swartzum. Maryland leading Nebraska right now, 26-23 at the start of the second quarter. And you know, this series between these two teams has been kind of an advantage to Maryland. Brenda Fries is seeking her 500th win as a Maryland head coach. She's been here 17 years, 20 years as a coach.
Yeah, she has had tremendous success here at Maryland. She went to the 2006 NCAA title game. She's been to the Final Four 3 times. A terrific coach, and she has dominated Nebraska since Maryland has joined the Big Ten, 7-0.
And Whitish fouled on that play right there. She'll be shooting 3 at the free throw line. And if you talk about Amy Williams, what a coach. Look what she's done for Nebraska. She's entering her 3rd season at Nebraska. Last year she was the Big Ten Coach of the Year in 2018. She's really turned around this Nebraska program.
Well, right, in this program right now, 7-7, but they're a lot better than what the records say. They had a couple tough losses, excuse me, if I can get the words out there, against Drake early on the season. They had a double overtime loss as well, but this team, I think, is going to start coming around here in the Big Ten, and they've been playing good basketball as of late.
And Whitish misses that second free throw, and Maryland will get that rebound. And another 3. This has been a 3-point shooting game. Blair Watson nails that one in the right-hand corner.
Well, again, another wide-open 3 here for Maryland as Watson gets wide open in the corner.
And Nebraska looking to get into the paint, but they just can't convert. And Maddie Simonson turns it over there on the play, and Maryland's going to push.
Oh, what a good job by Kissinger to get back on that play. Mikesell had a layup, and she comes from way behind to get that ball back.
And Nebraska fans weren't happy right there. They wanted a foul call down the court. O'Reilly being vocal and calling for some help. And number 5, Kyla Charles, is going to be called for the foul. It'll be a push.
Kyla Charles was trying to get the ref to call a travel there, but definite contact. That was worth a foul right there.
Odds didn't go in her favor. Well, Leah Brown will check into the game for Nebraska. Again, this bench has been outstanding all season. Nebraska's the only team in the Big Ten with 2 freshmen as its top 2 scorers. It's been very successful for them this season.
Especially off the bench. What an impressive stat here for the Huskers.
And Brown will take that shot and miss at the right-hand corner. Kissinger with the rebound, out to Whitish, who throws up another 3 but just can't get it. And Charles looks to push. And another turnover by Maryland. Nebraska looking in transition. Kissinger dribbles it down that left-hand side, out to Whitish. Whitish is going to take that 3 and just misses, but another rebound by Taylor Kissinger.
Maryland, one of the best teams in the country when it comes to rebounding, and in that game they lost to Rutgers. They were out-rebounded, so if the Huskers can control the boards, they have a good shot tonight.
And head coach Brenda Fries did say that that was one of the biggest struggles in that game against Rutgers is rebounding. And if you look at Maryland's stats all season, they're 4th in the nation in rebounding margin with plus 14.5. That's impressive, Dustin.
Yeah, that is very impressive. And like I said before, if Nebraska can control the boards, they have a good shot in this game.
Yeah, and prior to that loss against Rutgers, they had a plus 17 margin. So, again, Nebraska just needs to rebound offensively and stop this Maryland team. Kissinger at the top of the key. She looks for Brown, who does a nice back cut to that right-hand side, and she's going to dribble it out. 4 on the shot clock. Brown has to put it up, but it's blocked by Watson. The ball will stay at Nebraska's end.
Look for a corner quick three here from Nebraska.
1 second left on the shot clock. Whitish looking in to Kate Kane, and they just can't get it off in time. It's going to be Maryland's ball.
It's going to be a tough shot anyways if they even got that ball inbounded. Probably less than a second on that shot clock if we want to be honest. But
well, Maryland leading 29-24 here in the second quarter. About 7 minutes and 18 seconds remaining. Maryland will inbound the ball. Charles at the top of the key dribbles to that right-hand corner. Hesitation dribble to the baseline and finds Frazier to Austin, and Austin's going to travel. Another turnover, Maryland.
Well, another, a rough start for Austin. She has been struggling her past 3 games, and she's struggling right now 0 for 3 from the field so far. Maryland needs her to get going.
Whitish at the top of the key. A high screen by Hybe. Hybe's going to get the ball to the top of the key. Between the legs and spin move. A nice move by Hybe, but she just can't connect with the basket. Charles dribbles down that left lane, drawing some contact. She's going to go to the line.
And look at this play again here. Nice job by Charles to drive, draw the contact, and then get that foul to go to the line for 2.
And that foul was on Brown. It'll be her first foul of the game. Charles makes that free throw. And misses the second, but a rebound by Austin. And she just can't connect, but it's going to be Nebraska ball.
Yeah, just a rough first start again, man. A wide open shot down on that low block for Austin. She just cannot hit early on.
Maryland has stopped doing their 1-2-2 press. Nebraska's done a great job of breaking that press, handling the pressure. Kate Kane misses that baseline shot, but a steal by Hybe gives it off to Brown, but she's going to be called for a travel.
Can't forget to take that dribble. Wide open look, though. Huskers have had a lot of opportunities beyond the three-point mark.
Huskers have taken advantage behind the three-point line. Whitish has been incredible this first half for Nebraska. A quick give and go to Charles, who takes it aggressively down that right lane. She wanted a foul right there. Again, the pressure by Charles, and she's called for the foul. That's Charles' second personal foul on the night, and she's going to go to the bench.
A very good defensive player for the Terrapins, as she's going to have to check out early. 2 quick fouls here in the first half for Charles.
And Kyla Charles is not one you want going to the bench if you're the Maryland Terrapins right now.
She's the leading scorer for this team, 16 points per game. She's been playing phenomenal to begin this season.
And another three-pointer by number 44, Kyla Mershon, on that play.
Again, Huskers getting good looks from behind the arc, and they're capitalizing so far.
And Austin redeems herself with a quick 2 at the top of the key. Maryland's up 32-27.
Maybe that'll get Austin going 1 for 5 from the field so far.
And Nebraska turns it over on that post-entry play. And it looks like Nebraska will be called on that foul. Number 13, Verbeek, will be called for the foul. Maryland leading this one 32-27 in the second quarter. You are watching BTN Plus. Welcome inside Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln, Nebraska, where Maryland is leading Nebraska 32-27. It's been a fast-paced game, but the story of the night so far, Shanice Lewis.
Yeah, Lewis, shortest player on the court, but she's having the biggest impact. She's 3 from 3 from the field so far, 7 points. She's been having a good first half here for the Maryland Terrapins.
And you noted earlier, Dustin, Austin really struggling for Maryland early on.
Yeah, 1 for 5 from the field so far. You want her to get going if you want a chance in this game.
And a quick 3 by Watson to put Maryland up 35-27.
Another good look from deep, again from Maryland. They've been having that shot all night.
And a back cut by Verbeek, but it won't go, but Mershot is there to put up the quick 2. Another turnover by Maryland, and Lewis very frustrated with Mike Sell on that play right there. A little miscommunication.
Now coming into this game, Kayla Mershon only averaging 2.4 points per game. She's already up to 7 off the bench. So, again, the Husker bench coming in clutch.
And Maryland, if I'm Freeze, I'm telling my players, stop this bench team because Nebraska's going to be explosive there. O'Reilly dribbles to that right-hand baseline and will get called with the foul and will go straight to the line.
Take a look at this again. O'Reilly, nice job to get to the rim and draw that contact and get the foul.
O'Reilly wearing those red sneaks for Nebraska, and she makes the first free throw. Again, a very fast-paced game from both sides, lots of transition, and we normally see Maryland in that 1-2-2 press the whole entire game, but it's not working against this Nebraska team.
No, especially with how up-tempo the Huskers are.
Lewis looking to create some space, sends it over the top of the key to Frazier. Back over to Lewis. Frazier's going to drive and doesn't get the basket. Maryland gets the rebound. Again, a rebounding team. A nice dish from Lewis to Jones on that play. Maryland extending the lead.
Jones with a great back cut there to get wide open on that low block. Able to put 2 in there for Maryland.
Kissinger looking to create some space. Looks to throw in the paint, but just not going to work. Maryland gets the ball, and it looks like there's a little confusion on the play. Fans want it to be Nebraska ball, but...
Take a look at this again right here, and yeah, look. Oh, I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not sure if Watson touched that or not. It looked like Hannah Whitish might have got that last tip, but it's going to stay Maryland ball either way.
Brenda Freeze telling her Maryland team to set up the play right now. Lewis is going to go to the top of the key. And Lewis is going to get called for the offensive foul, Nebraska ball.
Take a look at this screen again. Again, not getting set on the screen. That's going to be an easy call every time. That's the second offensive charge call.
Yes, Maryland needs to limit these miniature mistakes that they've been having because it's costing them. They're leading right now, but Nebraska's still in this one. Whitish at the top of the key. Sends it over to Simon. Nebraska really wants to get it into the paint, into Kate Kane. Shot clock at 7. Whitish is going to take the 3, and she just misses it, but Kissinger is there and can't convert on that play. Mike Sell down the court.
Kissinger doing a great job on the offensive board so far tonight for the Huskers.
Lewis takes that 3, but it's no good. Whitish is going to look to push into Kissinger, wide open at that right-hand corner, and nails that 3-point. Taylor Kissinger starting off hot earlier on.
Amy Williams has got to love that in transition, and Taylor Kissinger, a wide-open 3-point look to get the Huskers back within 4.
You are listening to BTN Plus. More basketball to come. It's college basketball on BTN Plus. I'm Allie Snow on the call, and beside me is Dustin Stortzum. Dustin, Nebraska sticking in this one. They trail 37-33. A lot of fast-paced basketball, but Nebraska fans have to be happy with this one.
Yeah, definitely. And the Huskers shooting over 50% from the three-point land so far. You got to love that if you're Coach Amy Williams.
Jones with an aggressive drive, but a block by Kate Kane.
Kate Kane, a very good defender down low. Here's Kate Kane with that block, all ball. Nice job there by Kate Kane.
And that's exactly what she needs to do. Nebraska's defense needs to be aggressive in every area, not just rebounding. And Kissinger is going to be called for that foul. It is her second personal foul. Austin will go to the line.
Austin struggling from the line this year, only 44%.
And she makes that first one. Brown is going to check in for Kissinger. She will go to the bench with 2 fouls.
Kissinger, strong first half for her, helping out the Huskers.
And Kissinger is over there talking to coaching staff, just trying to explain to her exactly what she needs to be doing on defense. And Maryland gets that rebound, and Mike Sell is going to hit that corner 3. Again, rebounding. Rebounding is the key to stop this Maryland team.
Yeah, you're definitely right. 3 3-pointers. That's where her shots have come from. That's where those 9 points have come from for Mike Sell so far.
Brown into Simon, who can't connect with the basket. Ball will stay on the Nebraska side.
Oh, tough call there. It looked like she got a lot of ball, but
that was a tough call, but it will stay on Nebraska side. Whitish looking to Kane. She's going to pass it back out to Whitish. Whitish drives, and a great play call, but Whitish just can't connect on that layup.
Yeah, a great job by Whitish there. She had a shot or a good look anyway, to get that floater to fall. Just could not get it to go that time. Huskers have to D up here with 1:25 to go.
Nebraska in a man-to-man defense. They've been man-to-man mostly all season.
Maryland, if they can get a shot to fall here, they'll be taking a double-digit lead.
9 seconds left on the shot clock. Jones to drive and powers it up, and she'll go to the line.
Jones able to get to the bucket there, drawing a lot of contact from Maddie Simon. Definitely a foul call there. She'll go to the line for 2 shots.
And that's Simon's first foul for Nebraska. Jones makes the first free throw. Hybe's going to check in now for O'Reilly. And Jones makes the second. Maryland's up 43-33. Again, you said that double-digit lead. How does this affect Nebraska right now?
Well, right now, if you're Nebraska, you obviously want to answer back here before the end of the half, but it's tough to come back on a really good team, especially Maryland, when you're not necessarily controlling the boards.
And Simon answers back on the other end with an easy layup to cut the lead. 43 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Austin with a wild shot. Hybe's going to push it down the floor. And she goes in for the layup and draws the foul. She'll go to the line.
Hybe not very tall, but she's not afraid to get to the rim, and she draws the foul right here. Nice job by Sam Hybe.
And Hybe's been aggressive early on. She only has 2 points for Nebraska, but has 3 assists. Her ability to find the open teammate is outstanding, and she's going to make that first free throw.
And, a lot of the players on this Husker team, they're not going to fill the stat sheet. But they're really good, especially Hybe. She's really good defensively.
Hybe makes the second one, cuts the lead 43-37, 30 seconds remaining in this second quarter.
Shot clock and game clock both at 22 right now, so Maryland can hold it for the last shot.
And I look for Maryland to go to Brown on this play. Eight seconds left on the game clock and shot clock. Mike Sell is going to take the left-hand corner jumper, and it is in and out, and that's going to take it to the halftime. Maryland leads this one 43-37, and let's take a look at that replay right there. Some aggressive basketball from both sides. Nebraska's trailing this one, though, early on. More basketball is yet to come on BTN+. Maryland leading this one 43-37 as we enter the second half. I'm Allie Snow on the call. Besides me is Dustin Stortzum. As we look at the highlights, a very quick first half of basketball for both teams, very back and forth.
Yeah, you see 2 3-pointers there on the highlight film. Kissinger and Mike Sell. It's the battle of the Taylors tonight. Both girls so far. Mike Sell 3 for 3 from deep. Taylor Kissinger's 2 for 3 from deep. They both have not hit a shot inside the three-point line.
Yeah, it's completely opposite of what we said, but if you look at these first half stats, again, Maryland shooting 52% from the field goal, Nebraska shooting 39%. Both very impressive first half showings from both teams. You know, this Maryland team really fixing their mistakes early on and going at Nebraska, but Nebraska's still in this one, Dustin. They cut the lead to 6.
Yeah, and with the way the stats look right now, Maryland should be in control of this ballgame. They're shooting 75% from downtown after that first half.
And Mike Sell is going to dribble to the top of the tee, and Jones looks down to the paint, but it's turned over. Eiley looking to push. Whitish had a hot start to the first half of this game. She has 9 points.
Yeah, 9 points on 3 of 8 shooting so far. Not too bad. It's another turnover here for Maryland.
And Simon's looking to push. A little Euro step action, and she misses that layup.
How about the Huskers defensively to start the second half, though?
Yes, Nebraska really dialing in. You know, they stopped Maryland on the rebounding side early on in the first half. That's exactly what they need to do again, play this tough defense. Maryland has the ball. Shot clock is at 18 with 9 minutes left here in this third quarter. Mike Sell to that right-hand corner. Charles is going to look to create a play, and she passes it off back to Mike Sell. And that 3 just doesn't get the bounce, but Austin is there and just can't put it back up. She's been very quiet tonight and struggling, Dustin.
Yeah, she has been very quiet. 1 of 7 from the field. How about that reverse layup from Eiley, though?
Yes, we saw Eiley, that little hesitation on the baseline, and gets the bucket.
That last possession, Mike Sell, that was her first missed 3 of the ball game as the Huskers create another turnover.
And Charles looked to dish down that post, but just couldn't convert. Maryland really trying to share this ball, but, you know, you got to be aggressive and take it to the hoop.
Yeah, Huskers struggling from the field to start this second half, creating turnovers, but they can't get the basket to fall on the other end.
Maryland leading 43-39, about 8 minutes left. And Austin, just another missed shot in the paint.
Just, you got to credit the defense right there. Kate Kane has been playing phenomenal defensively on Austin today.
And Austin kind of makes it a little hard for Kate Kane. She wants to answer back. Kane hasn't given her anything all night. And it looks like an offensive foul is going to be called on number 31, Kate Kane. Nebraska fans weren't very happy with that, and Amy Williams is talking to the official. A little frustrated on that play.
Oh, yes, as a coach, you hate to see offensive fouls.
Frazier in the post looks to drive and powers that one up. An aggressive take by Frazier.
Yeah, nice job by Frazier there to drive and get those 2 points, but she also had Mike Sell wide open on the three-point line.
And, you know, Nebraska can't leave that open. Mike Sell is a very good three-point shooter. Aliley again to the baseline with a little reverse layup, but can't quite connect. Maryland looking to push. And a wild shot by Blair Watson, but she's going to look to that right-hand baseline. Charles is there. Fumbles the ball a little bit. I think Nebraska wanted a double dribble on that play.
Kate Kane, though, with another block.
Simon with an impressive take. Great transition by the upperclassmen to get that layup down on Nebraska's end.
Huskers dialing in here early on the second half, and now the crowd is getting into it.
Yes, Nebraska cutting the lead to 4 points, and Nebraska fans are up on their feet and loud right now. PBA is excited. They want this Nebraska team to knock off the 9th team in the nation.
Kate Kane again forcing the jump ball, and it will be in Husker possession. They will take over, down just 4 with 6:24 to go in the third.
Lewis, Charles, Mike Sell, Jones, and Frazier on the court right now for Maryland, and Whitish, Aliley, Verbeek, Kissinger, and Mershon on the floor for Nebraska. Again, these bench players have been getting a lot of playing time. Whitish looking to drive, and an offensive rebound by number 13, Ashton Verbeek.
Here's that offensive rebound. We said Nebraska had to control the offensive boards if they wanted a shot in this ball game. Nice offensive rebound right there, and able to draw the foul and go to the line for 2.
Verbeek has 2 points on the night and make that 3 as she makes her first free throw. Watson will check in the game. And Verbeek makes the second one. Nebraska cuts this to a 2-point game. Maryland is leading 45-43 with 6 minutes left, and it's loud in PBA.
Huskers now 73% from the foul line.
Lewis again looking to that paint. Jones just can't connect, but Charles is there to get the offensive rebound.
Jones was able to get wide open because of that double team down low.
Kissinger taking a very far three-pointer out there on the left-hand corner, but misses that one. Mike Sell looking to set up the play.
Let's see if Freeze tries to draw up a play here for Mike Sell.
Little give and go action, and Jones is able to connect on that jumper on that left-hand side.
Nice shot by Jones there off the screen to get open and make those 2 points.
And Watson gets a steal, and she's fouled on the play by Kissinger. That's Kissinger's 3rd foul, and she will head to the bench. Hybe comes in, and Brown. Now, Hybe and Brown are in the game right now. Again, 2 of Nebraska's top 2 scorers are freshmen. We'll see how they react to this third quarter play. And another aggressive drive by Lewis on that play for Maryland.
Yeah, Hybe gave her the left hand right there, and she's able to take it to the rim with just a wide open layup.
Hybe just can't connect with Verbeek on that play. But let's just take a look at this back and forth basketball.
Just the play from Kate Kane today. She has played phenomenal there defensively. Here's driving the layup and a nice shot to get that one to go.
Well, Maryland leads this one at 51-43. You are watching BTN Plus. Welcome back to Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln, Nebraska, where Maryland is leading Nebraska 51-43 with 4 minutes and 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Dustin, Maryland shooting an impressive 48% from the field goal, but rebounding has really gotten them this edge over Nebraska.
Yeah, they've been doing a fairly good job rebounding. They've given up a few offensive rebounds to the Huskers, but overall, a good overall effort from the Terrapins so far.
Lewis looking to create some space, and she drives to the basket and again looks down to that left-hand side, but just can't find her teammate. And Stephanie Jones will pick up another foul for the Huskers.
Here you've seen Leah Brown and her going at it there for the basketball. Getting side up together. Easy foul call right there. That's Jones' third foul of the evening.
Yep, and Kissinger and Jones in foul trouble right now for the Huskers. And Verbeek with a tough take to the basket, but just can't get that one to roll.
Yeah, going up strong there for the shot. It was no good, and as she was falling, reached her hand up there to try to get the ball and hit Austin there on the rebound. That's an easy foul call.
Lewis dribbles to that left-hand side, looking in the paint. They really want to get it to Austin, but Austin has been quiet this whole night. Charles goes up and gets the and one. She's going to go and shoot one. Maryland 53-43.
Look at the foul here. Verbeek didn't quite get set there on the foul call.
Charles with 13 points right now for the Terrapins. She leads Maryland right now in scoring. She also has 3 rebounds. And she misses that, but a battle down at the post. Nebraska's going to get that rebound, though.
Austin could have get called for the over the back right there. Caught a break on that one.
Turnover Nebraska. Maryland looks to push. Mike Sell out in the corner for 3 and in and out.
A lot of the time, Mike Sell's going to get that one to fall. Missed on her last 2 3-point attempts, though.
Kane in the post, but might have been pushed a little bit, but she can't get that basket in the paint.
Yeah, not a bad pass there from Whitish down low, but Kane just too far underneath the basket.
And Mike Sell turns it over. Hybe on the steal, and a layup is good. Again, Hybe and Brown in this game right now. 2 freshmen, Nebraska's top scorers, looking to make a difference in this third quarter with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left.
Nebraska's got to tighten up on D. They're allowing too many good looks, and another nice reverse layup there from from Charles.
And that's Charles' 15th point of the game. Hybe misses that layup right there, and it'll be Maryland's ball.
Hybe trying to get that offensive rebound. She touched the basketball while she was out of bounds. The Maryland basketball now up 10 points.
And Hybe headed to the bench. She's been kind of quiet tonight. She has 6 points. Nebraska really looking to dial down on defense right now and stop Kyla Charles. She's been very aggressive to the basket tonight. Charles with the ball on the baseline. Tells her teammates to set up the play. Dishes it off to Lewis. Lewis to Austin. 6 seconds left in the shot clock, and Austin takes it powerful to the basket and gets that layup. She'll go to the line.
Yeah, Austin right here beating Kane to the low block. Kane puts her arm trying to block that shot, but...
And Austin struggled in that first half, as you said, Dustin. She's looking to bounce back this second half to put her team ahead of Nebraska. And she misses that free throw, but hustles to get a rebound. But Brown is there.
Yeah, see Austin fighting for that basketball there, trying to reach from behind. Refs will call that one every time. Nice hustle by Brown, though, to recover that basketball for the Huskers.
Whitish dishes it off to Brown in that right-hand corner. Back up the talk to Simon. Whitish dribbles down the middle lane and dishes it off to Kane, who wasn't quite ready for it. Whitish at the top of the key for 3. No foul called. And a battle at the boards right now down there. But Brown is able to get it. Nebraska's within 10, 57-47.
Leah Brown pumped up after that putback.
And look at this rebound margin. It is a battle of the boards. Maryland with 30 and Nebraska with 29. Again, the key to stopping this Maryland team is through the rebound.
And another block there by Kate Kane. Huskers in transition.
Great ball movement by Nebraska on that play. Whitish up the floor and is able to dish it off. Just great spacing and hustle down the court.
If you're the Huskers right now, you want to trim this lead even more before the end of the quarter here.
57 seconds left in the third quarter. Austin powers it up, and it's good. Maryland really answering back to this Nebraska momentum.
And I think Kane might even tip that one. Just a lucky roll off the rim.
41 seconds remaining. Maryland up 59-49. Nebraska looking to get some points towards the end of this third quarter. 9 seconds left on the shot clock, and Liley turns it over, and Charles is going to get a wide open layup, and she makes it. And that's not what you want to do towards the end of this third quarter if you're Nebraska.
No, and I was wondering if Nebraska was going to try to go for a 2-for-1. Instead, they opted to just get the one shot there and ended up turning it over. Now 12-point lead.
8 seconds remaining. Nebraska's going to have to get a shot off with 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Whitish, a wide open three, and just can't connect. Maryland leads this one 61-49.
And for Maryland, they're able to find shots down low. They've been doing a great job so far in the second half, creating space. Austin had 4 quick points there to end the third quarter, and Maryland now to a 12-point lead going in the fourth.
More BTN action on the way. College basketball on BTN Plus. I'm Allie Snow on the call. Besides me is Dustin Stwartzum. Well, Dustin, both teams looking to improve their standings in the Big Ten. Maryland sitting at 3rd and Nebraska in 7th, excuse me.
I think a big surprise for me this year is Rutgers so far. They knocked off Maryland 3-0 in the conference, playing good basketball right now.
Yes, Rutgers really improving this season from last year. Again, they beat Maryland out in the rebounding margin, but right now we'll see if Nebraska can do the same. Mikesell looking to create some space between those two Nebraska players. She dishes it off to Lewis on the right-hand side. Back to Mikesell, and shot is blocked by Liley, who's going to push it up the floor now for Nebraska.
Nice job by Liley to recover there on that three-point shot by Mikesell. Huskers have to start taking advantage of these turnovers, though.
And nice ball movement again by Nebraska. Hybe to Kane for the quick two.
Beautiful V-cut there by Kane. Beating her defender to the rim for 2.
A 10-point game with 9 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Nebraska looking to really push some points to cut this lead.
Right now, look for Maryland to use a little bit more of that shot clock.
And Watson fires up a 3, and it's way off. Hybe's going to get the rebound. Hybe, another aggressive play, and you could tell on her face that she wanted the foul on that play, but a great take.
Hybe drawing a lot of contact, then getting the friendly roll off the rim. Huskers back within single digits.
Jones is going to drive on the play with a spin move on Kane, and a nice little hook shot by Jones on that play.
Yeah, tough shot there by Jones to get that hook shot over Kate Kane.
Hybe, again, another aggressive take to the basket, and it just falls short of the rim, but Kane is there, and she gets fouled on the play.
Now look at this offensive rebound right here from Kate Kane going over the top of her defender.
Kane goes to the line for Nebraska. She has 4 points on the night. And she misses the first free throw.
Right now, if you're the Huskers, you need those shots from the free throw line to go. They're free buckets.
Kane 2 of 7 from the free throw line. And the shot is good. The free throw cuts the Maryland lead 63-54.
Both teams struggling from outside here for a lot of the second half.
Whitish not on the floor for Nebraska. She was explosive in the first half at the three-point line. Kissinger is on the floor, though, playing with 3 fouls.
Look, Kissinger needs to get going. A couple three-pointers to her name, but
entry pass into Kane, and Kane is going to dish it back off to O'Leary. And O'Leary with that reverse layup again. We've seen her take that shot a couple times this game, and so far it's worked.
Yeah, she's been pretty successful with that reverse layup. Nice athletic move.
O'Leary has 9 points right now for Nebraska. Husker fans getting a little loud, cheering on their team, trying to get this lead, but Mike Sell silences the crowd with a 3 from that left-hand corner.
Taylor on Taylor, and that time Taylor Mikesell won that battle, able to drain a 3.
Maryland looking to push down the court. Lewis up the floor, back to Mikesell. They're looking to get it in to Charles in the paint. And Charles goes up, but it's blocked by Kane. Nebraska looking to push now.
Kane 6 blocks tonight so far. She's been doing a fantastic job down low.
Great defensive play by Kane tonight. Charles in the corner. She's going to take Simon and is fouled on the play. That foul will be on Simon.
Take another look at this here. Oh, yeah. Definitely a foul call there on Simon. Charles go to line here for 2 shots.
And Charles with 17 points for Maryland right now.
Maryland only shooting 55% as a team from the free throw line tonight.
Charles will make that one. Whitish back in now for the Huskers, along with Brown, Verbeek, O'Leary. Again, this bench play has been a factor this whole game for both teams. Maryland will play about 7 players throughout the game, but Nebraska showing their bench strength. Brown looks for the cuts, but is going to take it herself on that baseline and gets the jumper. It's back to a 10-point game.
Yeah, and you know, if you're going to knock off a top team like Maryland, you need to have a standout player that's going to take over the game. In Nebraska, they're so balanced, they really don't have a player that can just take over with a snap of a finger, and that might be one of the problems tonight.
Right. Mike Sell with that nice drive down the right-hand baseline to extend this lead. A nice little give and go, but Nebraska just can't connect on that. A little traffic through the middle for O'Leary. It's going to be Maryland ball with 5 minutes left in this fourth quarter.
Down 12, you can't afford to turn the ball over, especially down to the number 9 team here in the country.
And talk about how explosive Maryland has been in the paint. 32 points. They're looking to get it inside, especially to Charles, and they look to do it again, but she dishes it back out to Watson for 3, and it's good. Watson in the right-hand corner.
Not bad defense there from O'Leary. You got to credit the shooter on that one, as Maryland extending that lead now with 5 minutes to play.
And Nebraska is going to take a timeout as they trail 73-58. More basketball to come on BTN+. Maryland leading Nebraska 73-58 in Lincoln, Nebraska. I'm Allie Snow. Alongside me is Dustin Stortzum. Well, Dustin, both teams have a difficult schedule in the next couple weeks, but let's just take a look at Maryland. They face Michigan State in a couple weeks.
Yeah, Michigan State off to a slow start in the Big Ten. They're 1-2 so far, but a tough team. You bet they're going to turn this one around.
Brown fires up the 3, but it is short. Verbeek is there on the rebound.
Hannah Whitish, she needs to get going here. She's shooting 3 for 11 from the floor. Had a hot start, but has cooled off ever since that first quarter.
And Brown with the behind the back dishes it off to Whitish. Whitish is going to take it one-on-one, and the jumper is short. A difficult shot.
Yeah, you don't want to run down too much of that shot clock, but at the same time, you still want to get a nice look off down 15.
Mikesell looking to create some space and looking for that pick and roll again. Maryland trying to get it to the paint, but she's going to take it at the high post and get that jumper.
16 points for Mikesell.
And Maryland slowly edging out on this one, leading 75-58 with 4 minutes left in the fourth. Nebraska fans very quiet.
Yeah, this place was rocking with about 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, and ever since then, a couple big three-pointers from Maryland. They were able to create some space on that scoreboard.
And there's a timeout on the floor. Nebraska trailing 75-58. More basketball on BTN+. While Maryland slowly edging out on Nebraska, 75-58. Nebraska really doesn't have an easy schedule from here on out.
Well, no, it doesn't get any easier. Next game is against Rutgers, who topped Maryland not too long ago. And then they have Illinois next. Tough schedule for Nebraska.
Yep, and Nebraska looking to get out of this streak. They played a very tough game at number 19 Iowa last weekend, but just couldn't pull it out. They're trying to find something in these last few minutes of play here in PBA.
Look for Maryland again to just moving the ball on top of the key.
Good ball movement by Maryland. Watson nails that three to extend the lead.
That's now 4 players for Maryland in double digits.
Maryland really coming off hot in that second half. Nebraska just wasn't ready for it.
Well, Nebraska, to begin the second half, they caused a few turnovers. They just could not get the basket to fall. Here's the foul call on the reverse layup. Verbeek to the line here for 2 shots.
Verbeek has gotten to the line a couple of times tonight for Nebraska. She has 4 points and 2 assists, 3 rebounds. Verbeek makes her second free throw. Maryland sort of slowing down the pace a little bit in these last few minutes of play. Under 3 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Maryland up 78-60 to Nebraska.
And again, we talked a little bit ago. It's just Nebraska doesn't have that key player that can just take over a ball game and get you points whenever you need it. They're very balanced. And Hyblee, coming off the bench, she averages the most points on the team. And that's good, but you also want a starter that can put up a lot of numbers, and unfortunately for Nebraska this year, they just haven't found that player that you can put the ball in their hands and they'll score for you. And you look on the stat sheet for Maryland today, Kyla Charles, she has 19 points. Taylor Mikesell, she has 14. I mean, they have players up and down that starting lineup who at any given moment can drain a three or put some big points on the board.
Right, and talk about the leadership on Nebraska. They have a lot of upperclassmen. Nebraska has started the same 5 players 12 consecutive games. If I'm Amy Williams, do I change that up a bit? Do I find someone who can be a dominant scorer? And, like we said, Whitish started off hot early in this game, but, just couldn't find a groove, couldn't get back in it. And she led Nebraska in points and assists last season. She's just had a quieter year.
Yeah, just one senior starting for this Nebraska Cornhusker team. Maddie Simon averaging 8.6 points per game. But if you look at the bench for Nebraska, they have 4 freshmen, and 3 of them even are making a big impact on this team. And Amy Williams, she's got a pretty good team down the road as these kids continue to develop and turn into really good basketball players.
Well, we are just under 2 minutes remaining. It got very quiet here in PPA. Some fans deciding to leave the stands. It's going to be Husker basketball, though.
Yeah, it looks like they called the 5-second violation there on Charles.
What an outstanding game Charles has had. 19 points and 3 rebounds. She's been explosive in the paint for the Terrapins. Whitish will take the 3 and just couldn't get the bounce.
Yeah, Whitish just a bit off. She just hasn't been able to find the bottom of the net here after that first quarter. Started off really strong, but Terrapins played great defense, especially in the second half today, containing that 3-point shot.
Mike Sella at the top of the key looking for some cuts, and it's going to be a foul on Kyla Charles.
That's the third illegal screen for the Terrapins today.
And Sarah Myers will check in for Maryland. Maryland beginning to empty their bench a little bit. Charles will go to the bench. She finished with 19 points.
About a minute away from Brenda Free's 500th win.
Yes, a very exciting accomplishment for the coach. Has done great things for Maryland. And Mershon takes it strong to the basket there. She'll go to the line. Well, this Nebraska team battled it out again in the first half and just couldn't connect in the second half. If I'm Amy Williams, what do I tell my team after this game?
Well, they played a really good game. They let it get out of hand here late in the fourth quarter, but, this team showed a lot of heart, and, they're going to be really good down the line, and if you're Amy Williams, you just tell them to keep their head up. They were in this game just about the whole way. Again, letting it go here in the fourth quarter, but strong effort today for the Lady Huskers.
And Whitish will go to the bench. Alili checks in for her. And Mershon misses that free throw. Rebound Maryland. 49 seconds remaining here in the game. Maryland looking to close in on another win against Nebraska. And Vucic makes that three-pointer in the right-hand corner, right off the bench for Maryland.
Yeah, nice shot there. The Maryland bench getting up and happy for their teammate after that three-point shot.
17 seconds remaining on the shot clock, about 20 in the game. Nebraska turns it over, and Maryland is going to finish off this one. A drive on the play, but no good, and that's going to do it. Maryland's going to win this one 81-63, a very back and forth game for both squads, but Brenda Freese, she gets her 500th win at Maryland and Maryland improves its record to 10-0 against Nebraska. What a game, Dustin, from both squads. Maryland just battled back in the second half.
Yeah, and to begin that second half, Nebraska, they caused turnovers. They were just not able to find points on the other end of the floor. If you're Brenda Freese, you got to be happy. 500 career wins. She has had a successful time coaching Maryland in 17 seasons. She's done a fantastic job, but it was Maryland today. They were able